Hi guys, I'm a Forester here with yet another knife review. Now recently I reviewed my Spyderco Sage collection and several of you viewers commented that I need one more Sage to complete that collection. Now I usually deliberate for at least several weeks over any gear purchase, but in this case I ordered the knife immediately and I've been carrying it ever since. The knife I'm talking about is the Spyderco Sage 5 Lightweight. I really like this knife. I think it's the perfect combination of a lightweight knife, but yet a capable knife. Let's go to the tabletop for more detail. Okay, here we are at the tabletop, and I just want to give you a closer look at this new Sage. It's true to the Sage lineup both in size and shape. It's a little over 7 inches in total length, and it fits my hand perfectly for an EDC knife. That's as long as I use this forward finger choil. Now it has a leaf-shaped blade made of S30V steel, and it roughly has a cutting edge of 2 3/4 inches. Now as I mentioned, this forward finger choil is a trademark of the Sages, and I always use it when I'm handling the knife. The Sage 5 features the compression lock right here. This one operated flawlessly right out of the box, and I think it's much smoother than my carbon fiber Sage. Now what sets this knife apart from the other Sages is its weight and the use of the bidirectional textured FRN. This is the first Sage with FRN scales. FRN is a pretty indestructible material, and the bidirectional texturing I think is very effective. One of my most carried knives is one that you'll recognize right off, my Spyderco Delica, and it has the same handle material. After a decade of use, the FRN is very slightly worn, but it still has plenty more life in it. In my mind, FRN tends to lend itself to EDC carry. It's not a premium material that I have to baby. Now the other distinguishing characteristic about this Sage 5 is its weight. And I think weight is relative. If you follow my channel, you know that I'm still losing weight with intermittent fasting, and 184 pounds doesn't impress me like it did 4 months ago. So let's see how this knife stacks up against other lightweight competition. And the first knife that I'll weigh is the original Sage 5 in carbon fiber, and it's weighing in at 88.6 grams. Compared to that, here's the lightweight version. It's weighing 80.7 grams, so definitely lighter, but not as light as I thought it was going to be. I want to compare it to two other lightweight knives. Here's the Spyderco Delica, and it's weighing in at 61.6 grams, but I will point out that I took off the clip. I don't carry it with that, and so that accounts for a little bit of weight. And then the lightest weight knife that I have is the Benchmade Bug Out, and it's weighing in at 53.9 grams. So you can see that the Sage 5 is definitely lighter than the original, actually by 9%, but there are lighter weight options that are out there, like this Benchmade Bug Out. The width of the blade on the Sage 5 probably accounts for most of its added weight. So let me summarize my opinion of the Spyderco Sage 5 Lightweight. First of all, and probably most importantly, it's definitely a fun knife to carry with an extremely smooth action, and I like the convenience of that compression lock. I especially like playing with it while driving because it helps me stay awake. Now, like all of my Sages, it's a perfect sized EDC knife for most daily tasks. And third, I think I'll carry it more often because I don't have to worry about scratching up these FRN scales. It might become my most carried Sage. Now there's only one negative that I can think of about this Sage, and that's the price. I have the same issue with it that I do with another lightweight knife, and I've mentioned this in reviews of it, the Benchmade Bug Out. Remember, everything's relative, but in my opinion, they're very similar EDC knives that carry a premium price over $120. I think they should be priced somewhere under $100, but what can I say? I bought them both. If you like knife reviews like this, please like the video and comment below. It helps me decide what type of videos to make in the future. Y'all take care.